Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and another beautiful video for you today. So we're talking about your magic today. Both videos will reflect that. If you haven't seen the one this morning and you're interested, please make sure to subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a video, so that you have access to all of them and you're notified every time I do. You have the Five of Cups here, beautiful ones. And this Five of Cups I really like in this deck for the simple reason that the cups are all sideways. They're depending on the way you look at it. You can look at it this way, you can look at it this way, or you can look at it upright this way to see and notice that there's an equality of sorts in these cups. It's all in the way you look at them. But in this way, they're all equal. They're all sideways. They could be perceived as good or bad depending on the way you look at this image. And I feel that that's that perspective that you've been working on all week long. Noticing that changes are there to help uplift you, to make the required the uncomfortableness of change that comes in, brings in the required patterns to be shifted in the way that will help you move forward in your life. That is a lot of what we've been looking at this week. All about these patterns changing, embracing things enthusiastically so that the movement and momentum of your life can actually move forward and not stay stagnant and stuck where a lot of people are and feel these days. Okay? So you're merging into your higher self to tap into and merge yourself into one. You're making peace with yourself to bring about the balance that you need. And your transitioning is never, change and transition is never easy. But remember what you're doing it for. You're remembering that you are trying to get somewhere here. Okay? And you're trading in stuff from the past that maybe you had put a definite definition to and updated, so that you can get rid of the stagnant, the old, and invite in the new. Okay? So your perceptions are shifting, and you're starting to feel what you've been talking or feeling or just working on for a long time. You're starting to feel that it's coming into place. And that's what we're going to really take a time and really put a perspective on at this point, Pisces. Bliss is worth creating from, for, from. Nice card. It's number 26, number 8, so that's hard work. And I do feel that you've put in, I feel you have been putting in the work to get this done, Pisces, to get where you need to go. You're in flow with the universe. You're passionately creating. You're being on purpose. You're creating from the heart. And you're finding the things that make your heart sing. You're manifesting more bliss. And you're calling it into your life. Okay? Bliss attracts bliss. When you decide to live with bliss in your heart, you call more of the good stuff into your life. This is manifestation one-on-one. 101, I should say. And rather, conveniently, Bliss is the end game and the vehicle to take you there. Tap into it, and it can power your dreams. Find it daily, and you've got a badass success strategy. Think about it. Wouldn't Bliss help you to build things a lot quicker? Wouldn't your dream feel a whole lot closer and way more possible if you remembered that you had Bliss on tap whenever you needed it? Do you desire higher tolerance for risks, increased productivity to rid your systems of toxins and stress? You can rewire your brain to pump out the happy hormones to make it all possible. So find more joy in your life and give yourself an edge when facing challenges. If you've been working on it already, keep going. If you've been neglecting some aspect of your self-care, this card is a loving wake-up call that your creativity may be suffering because of your current mindset, mental health, physical vitality, or waning commitment to a daily practice. It's time to do the work, sweet soul, because wiring your life for joyful bliss is your best success strategy. Is there something, a person, a belief, a feeling, or a worry that's getting in the way of your bliss? How can you let it go? What one small action can you take today that will nourish your spirit? What have you been neglecting? And how can you open up your schedule for some ongoing soul time? Meditation, nutrition, exercise, what's your soul medicine? So this is telling you to practice a mindset of equalization, like I was talking about with this card. A mindset of seeing things just as they are, as an experience, as wisdom to be had, but not as a good or bad of things. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and how can you be a badass in your own life? Absolutely. Now, I've said this in this morning's video, I'm going to say it again to all of you who have been here. If you join even only at $3 a month, okay, either here or on Patreon, I am posting videos on how to fine-tune your mind when you're having conversations with yourself, because we all do, to have a much better conversation with yourself, of asking the right questions, on switching things to actually get somewhere or feel a lot better when you're practicing some of that stuff that gets you caught up in the circles of your mind into a negative spiral. So this will help, and I'm going to do a follow through with videos on how, when your energy is up, to better have contact with your angel guides and your spirit guides, all guides. And I hope that I see you there. I hope that our numbers increase. I'm happy making the videos. They bring me a lot of joy, and it's all in the description box below, my beautiful ones. All right. So we're going to take some more. I think I'm going to take of this. This is a deck of, I love this one. I think it's I keep having to look, the Sacred Forest Oracle. If I don't mention the decks and you are curious about it, please make sure to put it in a comment. I'll send you the link of the affiliate link that I post, because all my decks are listed on my website as well. I wanted to make a little, I keep forgetting to do this, but I'm going to do it now. If you post links in the comments to, this is a video that I saw, your post is going to get taken away. Also, if you put curse words, that's also going to be kind of taken away. So just watch out for that. If you want to post something, that you saw that's interesting, you can just mention it in the comments, and I'll find a way to make sure that it gets posted on the same day, because sometimes it gets thrown in spam, and then it's 2-3 days later and nobody will ever see it anyway. So it's better to just go, Jane, I have a video of that, and don't post a link, and we can do it on the same day. I'll just flag it and throw it into the comments, okay? It's just better not to post any links anyway. Or hashtags too. Hashtags get flagged because a lot of the spam have hashtags. Storm, Spirit, Chaos. You have the number? Oh, 42. Okay, so you have number 6 here, Chaos. It's so funny because this morning I looked underneath the deck of the Nordic Tarot and we saw the Tower card, and this is what I feel this is. So I'm not surprised to see it. I had a feeling, even though it didn't come out this morning, that it would come out again. So let's see. 42. This acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos. I like the way they put that into brackets, right? As an activator for healing in your life. Spiritual chaos allows for the dissolution of outmoded beliefs so expansive, energetic life force energy can fill your life. If you're experiencing upheaval, know that the underlying energy is restorative. Embrace it rather than deny or suppress it. You're being healed on all levels. Beautiful, right? Of course, take time to find a calm in the storm, but also understand that the chaos can be beneficial in many ways. It can activate your creative life force. Alternatively, if your life is too calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests it might be the time to create some chaos in your life. Try doing things differently. Step out of old routines. You see this theme all week about stepping out of the old into the new. They just keep repeating that over and over again, okay? See things for what they are, practice from a place of bliss, and step out of the old into the new. Don't stay stuck, okay? Beneath the surface, profound shifts and transformations are occurring. Also, although many assume that nothing good comes from a massive storm, every part of nature has value. Down trees provide habitats for many kinds of animals. Lightning helps fertilize the soil. Enough electrical energy in lightning to separate the nitrogen atoms in the air which fall to the earth with the rain and combine with minerals to form nitrates, a type of fertilizer. Look for the silver lining in the current upheaval. Again, not all is bad. If you look at it from an equal standpoint of view of what's coming in, you're seeing the benefits of things, okay? Shred outmoded thinking and self-imposed blockages, tear down walls of self-imposed limitations. Step into chaos and embrace it rather than trying to suppress it. Do the unexpected. Very nice, very nice. And tomorrow we have, we're going to be looking at, one of the cards is the Knight of Swords, which is the unexpected knight for me. He goes where angels fear to tread. So I think they're going to be bringing in that same type of energy or message. All right, so let's pull some tarot. Oh, was it the Tower? No, it's the Eight of Cups. I was going to say, oh, there's the Tower again. Now I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the Tower. Where is the Tower? The Three of Wands. Even though you're at the beginning of your journey, I feel that this is lighting the way. You see these three, they're kind of lighting the beginning of your way. You have a clear path. You can take those steps. You can start walking forward. What's important is to absolutely walk forward in the things that you are, that you're feeling good about. Okay, sometimes we like to have, what they're showing me is sometimes we like to have the whole plan ahead of time. That's not necessary all the time. What you can do is have part of the plan very clear. They're showing me like 4 different chapters, almost like on a page, you know, like this section 2, 3, and 4. If you have chapter 1 all done, but chapter 2 is not quite finished, it's okay to go past chapter 1. It's like, it's okay to write chapter 1. Without having all the synopsis for all the 4 chapters done. You can go ahead and start on chapter 1. Put it down while it's fresh, while you're feeling it. Okay? Don't let it become old hat before you go. So step into that, the little bit of the chaos, which is just being spontaneous, and follow the bliss. Okay? And don't anticipate things going wrong. That may not be the old way that you do it, you know, like being organized to a fault, but you're doing things in a new way. Yeah, the Death card, the transition. You're transitioning. I know it didn't flip out of the deck, but I'm going to leave it out because I do love it. It's from the old into the new, okay? The fresh flower, the smell of the fresh flower. The old is maybe even trying to squish out the new. Don't let it. Don't let it. You want to be feeling everything. Right. Elder of Wands. Elder of Wands is the King of Wands. He's got everything. He's got the power within his hands. Even if it's a Three of Wands, he has the lead. He's taking the lead. He feels excited by the challenges, and he loves the diversity and new idea. He's raising up to the challenge, not like the Knight of Wands, who's always looking for trouble. Okay, don't look for trouble. Just be comfortable. Not trouble, but if the challenges come knocking, just feel comfortable within yourself to know that this is just a way to have diversity in your life. Embrace the happy moments. Don't look for the problems or the conflict that's coming in. Just embrace the bliss of what you're feeling at the moment and work with it. Okay? Go ahead and write that first chapter. Perspective. Yeah. Always about perspective. So, you could be on the earth looking at the moon, but in this case, we're on the moon looking at the earth. Okay? It's the same thing. Not the same view, right? It's just switching from place. You're looking at the same things. The same things are still in the sky. You're the one who's changed where you are and how you're looking at it. Did I mention how much I love this deck? Oh, it's just mind blown. I keep saying this, but this is a deck that when I first saw it, like I saw videos on it, I was watching it on YouTube, and big streams of tears were coming out. Every card they were showing, I was getting a spiritual hit on. So yeah, it's not one that's offered on Amazon, but I still have it in my description. It's called a Spacious Tarot, and I think they've added they've added cards to it. I know one of my Patreon members mentioned it. It's just a little pricey, so, you know, just keep that in mind, but so worth it. So worth it. It's a beautiful deck. So, the Hanged Ones, loved it. Love it. Okay? Your perception is changing. You are knowing, and we got the Hanged Man this week in the readings, so it's very appropriate that this is coming in. You are changing the way things are. It's not the things that are changing, it's you. The two things that were there are still there. You still have the moon and the earth, and they're still in the same places that they were, but you are looking at them in a different way. Wonderful. Right. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're assessing the situation. I like that. So that's what I mean with the Three of Wands. You're walking through it and you're looking at, you're going, okay, so I have a clear path here, so I can walk here. You're assessing that. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's a long assessment. In other words, it's you always like shifting and changing things up. A lot of people don't like the Seven of Pentacles because they feel like it's just a constant assessing and patience and research and slowing down. But I find it's a great way if you're feeling a little off or thrown off by the fact that you can't have the whole plan laid out before you take off, that you can fall back on this beautiful Seven of Pentacles to assess the situation as you go. So in other words, you have these three lighting and you can see the way, or that first chapter. You do that and then you stop and you assess. There's always time to do it. And it may be a very different way and a very chaotic way of doing things, but it's a way of joy and happiness and doing what you love. Okay. Elder of Cups. All right. Oh, and Ten of Wands was hiding underneath. Okay. So I'm going to read this like that. The Elder of Cups is the one who is calm in the storm. Whatever's happening on top of the surface in the area around you, you have peace and inner calm inside of yourself. And the card of burden, the Ten of Wands underneath it, is just reminding you that you'll always have burdens in life, okay? There'll always be this 5 of Cups, like 3 cups this way, 2 cups that way. And in this case, you have 4 wands in the bright, 6 wands in the dark. It may be those 6 wands, and you're thinking to yourself, this is bad, but there is balance in this. There is, we had the 6 of Cups this morning as well. The 6 of Pentacles, I apologize. And there'll always be something thrown into chaos right here that's going to cause you burdens. It's going to make you feel a little bit off kilter. It's always going to be underneath the surface. You know that we live in a world that this happens, right? Sometimes we feel overburdened. Sometimes things just, take us for a loop. The importance, though, above the 10 of Wands is knowing that we have the ability to stay calm within ourselves. We have the emotional maturity to say, okay, this is life. I signed up for this. And I'm going to do my very best. And if something terrible happens, I'm going to cry. And I'm going to have all the feels when it comes to that. But then I'm going to think, how do I move forward? What do I do with this? Was there anything else that I needed to see? And don't force the issue. Sometimes you only see it later. But the important thing is to carry on. And not to give up. Not to be the victim in your life. And not even to be the survivor. You do not want to survive your life, Pisces. You want to live it to the fullest. Live your life to the biggest, brightest colors that you can find in your beautiful world that you create for yourself. Okay? Don't simply survive. Don't simply live. Live big. All right? All right, my beautiful ones, I will leave you with this. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings, and I will return tomorrow for the roundup. We're going to take a look at things, and we're going to see how this week is going to finish off, my beautiful ones. Take good care of yourself.